Hey guys, this is Margaret, Creative Madness Mama. It's been a while since I've done this. I wanted to try to do a floss tube. You might see me looking over there every bit. I have my latest edition, I guess she's 5.5 months old now. She's crawling, or not crawling, but she's rolling around on the floor over here on the gym. So if I keep looking over here, that's what I'm looking at. I have not done a floss tube. It's probably been over a year. I think the last Oh, it's probably been more than a year. I think the last Flosstube that I did was probably talking about my January plans, and that was probably in December of last year. At that point was when I found out that I was pregnant again, and it was a gestational diabetes pregnancy, and it was quite a whirlwind. And I did keep stitching, but it kept me pretty busy. So without trying to pick up where I left off on projects and whatnot, I'm just going to talk about where I am and the things that I'm working on the most right now. I guess just to start, the one project that I've been slowly working on, of course I'm way behind on it, but I'm slowly working on it, is the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery's Happily Ever After Club. This is the first frosted pumpkin that I have done, although since then I have been picking up more and more their little designs that I plan to do, but this is the first one that I've actually done. I have downloaded the other patterns through October, but I hadn't updated my main printout yet. So far of what I have done is just working across up here. I started with the first bit and then started with the Owl and the Pussycat, Heidi, and now I'm working on the Billy Goat Scruff. So let me show you where I am. I'm doing this one with I guess this is the 4-inch Q-snap. Okay, so we've got the border. I did substitute some colors with what I have on hand. And so far, I think I like how it's coming out. I am using the called for fabric. I believe it's Picture This Plus Helix. It is the crystal fabric. I do agree with what I've heard other people say, that I don't think the stars necessarily appear, but if you tilt the fabric or you're looking at it in person, they do. And the same with the snow as well. I do think that I'm going to come back and add some, goodness, gotta stop with M's. I'm going to come back and add some black lines to try to highlight some things. So we've got the Owl and the Pussycat. Love those musical notes. Not sure if I'm showing reverse on the screen or not, but I'm trying this for my laptop, so we'll see. It doesn't look like it's the best resolution, as I see the books are all fuzzy behind me, but oh well. And so I've just got the start up here and nothing else there. But I love the font. I am loving the project. I'm loving the idea of working on something small that's going to be something big. It's very fun that I feel like I'm actually accomplishing something when I may not actually have that much time on my hands. Most of it is the called for fabric, or most of it is the called for threads, with just a few exceptions. And otherwise, I try to match it fairly close. So that is that one. Another one that I've been working on for a while, but I haven't put into a stitch recently. Sorry, that's my husband. He can wait. But one I haven't put a stitch into recently is the Little Stitching Fairy. This is a Joan Elliott. And if you've seen any of my videos before or follow me on Instagram, which is Cherry Blossom MJ, I do quite a lot of Joan Elliott. She is probably one of my favorite designers. But so here is where I am on this one. This is a hand-dyed fabric from Hand Dyed Fabrics by Steph. I believe this is Sailor's Moon. I'm having trouble getting the I don't really see the color on the computer. I mean, on the computer it just kind of looks pink. It is pinks and blues, and it's much, much brighter than what is appearing on the screen. There you can kind of get it. But so here's my progress so far on the little stitching fairy. So I'll continue with a moon and whatnot. And I started this one on the fabric going this direction, thinking I would just cut it off at the end and figure out something else to do with the other half. And then I started thinking that maybe I can use some of Joan Elliott's small fairies and stitch a fairy for each of my children. So in essence, I would be the little stitching fairy in the moon, and then have little fairies over here, either with the letter of their name, or just one to represent the color that I have for each of them, or something along those lines. But so that is the little stitching fairy. I love the colors, I love the designs, I love the delicate features that Joan Elliott has in hers, and I look forward to getting this one back out again and continuing with it. I did not get my pattern out for this one. I've made copies of my patterns for working copies, and so I've got the actual pattern back in a box. So I don't have the picture for you, but if you just search Mirabilia Raven Queen, you'll definitely be able to see this one. But this is my status so far. Just starting to add a bit more color here. Loving the Weeks Dyed Works hand dyed threads. They are coming out quite lovely. Sorry, fighting with the needle minder. There we go. So lots and lots of black, lots and lots of grays, purple hints, blue tones. This is a painted fabric by Sunny Dyes. I think it's Sunny Dyes. So it is also opalescent. It is wonderful to work with. And I actually kind of like working, it's not serged, and I actually kind of like working with it. For the most part, it is staying very well intact. And this is one of several frames. This is actually the newest frame that my husband actually made. So he bought the screws, he bought the knobs, and he cut the wood, he shaped the wood, and just did it. Just when I said, hey, I need something along the lines of this, and he went forth and he did it. And each one of my frames is slightly different from the others, and I love them. They feel really good in hand. It's just straight up wood. It's not finished in any way other than just being sanded smooth. And I love I don't know if you can see, you see the line right there? They are not perfectly rounded. They're just kind of angled, but it just feels wonderful in hand. I do need to learn how to make one of those grind guards that'll go across the tops and the bottoms. I haven't figured that out yet, but I'm hoping to figure that out. Oh, while I'm here on this, my needle minders, I don't know if you can read that or not, they are done by Greta. So she painted them, blinged them up. There's stones, there's sparklies. It's handmade by Greta, and I found her on Facebook. She is in the UK. I am not. I am in Tennessee, but I ordered from her, got them fairly quickly, and love them. And this is another one that she had. Just a purple cameo. And so I'm enjoying this one. It's probably the Mirabilia that I am the furthest on right now. Woo! Hoping it's not going to slide down. Let's see. Where did I put Rapunzel? I'm also working on Mirabilia's Rapunzel. I am doing her as a brunette. I just don't remember where I put her right this second. Oh, I think she's in the bag. I tried to get everything out, but I didn't. This bag is one of a set. I got a bag and grind guard from Deanna, I think is her name, and that's another working from home crafting lady that I found on Facebook. So here's where I am with Rapunzel. Not much progress made. Again, this is Mirabilia's Rapunzel. This is a fantasy dyed fabric. It's pinks and grays. I think you got to see it in my last video. If not, hopefully, if I can remember to do videos more sooner, I'll try to show that one out again. I'll get that one out. Trying to see if there's anything else in here. Oh, here, grime guard, inside out grime guard, but grime guard. So I gotta put this on a project because it's just perfect for now. It's sparkly, and it's the fall leaves. And I just got back from a trip to Georgia to see family, so this bag has kind of just been shoved in stuff rather than being an individual project. But I am looking forward to getting something, because this is made to be 8 by 11, and so I'm looking forward to getting another project on a frame, and it'll stay there. I might actually put my fall fairy. That's a perfect idea. I will get out an 8 by 11 Q-snap with that grime guard in that bag and put my fall fairy on it by Ruth Sanderson, because I'm hoping to really kick out a bunch more on that project. I finished the Woodland Enchantress last year, and so I am hoping to get more done on the fall fairy. My fall fairy is just the Dimensions kit. I mean, I love Dimensions kits. That's how I got started. I only have a quarter of it done, but the quarter is completely done. So, I mean, this is pretty much where I'm at. So, actually, I think it's upside down. So this is where I am. This is just a quarter. And so I need to go back. I think I've got up to like the tree up to here, and that's all. So I need to do this segment, and then I've got a whole nother half to do. And I've been working on it for a couple years, but I haven't been serious into my cross stitch until recently. And when I say recently, I mean the last 2 years. So this is when I had put down in favor of other things, because you may recall last year I spent my entire fall working on In the Arms of an Angel, which is a lavender lace, and I finished that project very quickly, but it was the only thing that I was working on. And right now I'm working on a lot of different things, and I don't have a rotation. I just pick it up. What I feel like working on is what I work on. I do a lot of things seasonally. So I did finish earlier this year my Patriotic Angel. Not sure if I showed you guys that one or not. I'll do another, is it parade? I guess it's Parade of Whips. I don't know, whatever it's called when I show you a bunch of my finished pieces. Because my main finished pieces right now are the birth sampler for my oldest daughter, the In the Arms of an Angel representing my miscarriages, especially my miscarriage last year, and my Patriotic Angel. Oh, and the Woodland Enchantress. The Woodland Enchantress still needs some couching done for her belt, but I don't know how to do that. So she's done to this point, I think, without a signature and without the belt on. But she's not framed, and I think I'll figure it out at one point. But my husband says she even looks fine without it, so we shall see. What are you grunting about? You're okay. You're okay. Give me a second. Well, I thought she would let me do it. I guess she'll just have to come up with me. Come here, baby. Oh. Dipping over my pile I'm making on the floor here. Here we go. So this is my latest edition. You may have heard me mention my miscarriage last year, and I was working on the In the Arms of an Angel, and it's actually pretty interesting, and I say full-on miracle. Sorry, dropped my papers. I was working on the In the Arms of the Angel project, and I finished it, And it was very much therapy for me. It was what I needed. It gave me a focus, and it was very healing for me. And it was amazing. And I realized it in retrospect that I finished it, and within the week after finishing it, I actually became pregnant again. And this little lady is the result of that. Yeah. So I am still dealing with a little bit of gestational diabetes. It's lingering, and trying to get that under control. Gained a little bit of weight that I'm trying to let go of, but we are healthy, we are happy, and she is the red-headed grandchild. Got another little visitor in here right now. Hey, I'm recording. Can you come back later? Can you come back? You can wear those shoes. Take them to the other room. Let's see if I can pull up, because I was downloading it today. My birthday is in November, and I got the announcement that Katie was looking for the photos to go with people's happy birthday whips, and so I was downloading a final picture that I had of in the arms of an angel. Oh, you're not going to be able to see that. But if you look up Creative Madness Mama, it's on my Instagram, it's on my Facebook. You see Creative Madness Mama. But she's just beautiful. And looking at it through my phone, you can't see it. I mean, she's just beautiful. But I am very, very proud of that. That was my first lavender and lace. Sorry, sibling rivalry. So speaking with this little one in mind, I decided I am in progress on a birth sampler for my second daughter, my middle daughter, but it is a silicate, and it's mermaids, and I'm loving working on it. I did make a few mistakes. I believe that was in the last video, and so it's kind of frustrated me a little bit, but I plan to pick it up and go back to it again. Big Brother's exciting. And so I haven't picked a birth sampler out for my son yet. That is something that I still need to figure out. Advice welcome on that. He's into trucks and trains and anything and everything that goes, but I also like the idea of something that he wouldn't mind seeing on the wall forever. I don't want something to just be juvenile. My oldest daughter was Holly Hobby, which goes really well with my quilting and cross-stitching and everything, and something for her to think of me. My middle daughter's Mermaids, she's everything princess, everything. Mermaids was the ones that she chose, and so it's something very good. And this little one, I will actually tell you, her name is Lorelei Rain, and it means actually mermaid warrior or siren warrior. It is Lorelei for the German folktale. And so when I was trying to come up with a birth sampler for her, I decided to up the ante a little bit. Instead of just a birth sampler kit, I'm going to try to do a full chart. I have never worked with a chart from this company before, but I saw the picture and I had to have it. And I searched and I searched, and I finally found it through a wonderful lady on Facebook who sent it to me. And I could not be more excited. Can you tell? She's teething. She wants to put everything in her mouth. But, so this is Mermaid Heaven. And I don't know how well you can see it, but it is just gorgeous. And so I've been collecting the threads, and I'm really excited to start this one. This one, I am making it a little bit more exciting. I am going to be doing it on, I've got other things falling down. Hold on. I am going to be doing it on my first experience with, what is it called? Fabulous Fabrics. I discovered Fabulous Fabrics when, let's see, I can't see you. I just see the back of the screen. Here we go. It is also opalescent. There we go. Opalescent. I discovered Fabulous Fabrics with the, at the time, newest Mirabilia. And so we got pinks and orange and all sorts of wonderfulness. And there's burst of gray. And there's blues and greens. And see all the blues and greens. So this is going to be like the depths of the water. And this is going to be like, I don't know, sunset, sunrise. But so this is what I plan to do the mermaid heaven on. So she's sitting on the rock. And I'll have all the depths of water behind her, beneath her, and then the elegant sun and burst of colors up behind her. And so I'm really excited about how that's going to turn out. Hi. Can you say hello?
Hello.
Okay. Can you go play? Thank you. Sorry. That's my rascal. So I'm excited about using the Fabulous Fabrics. It was done very well. It has surged all the way around, which makes me very happy. And I do plan to pick up that other new reader. What was it called? Is it Aphrodite? I think it might. No, it's not Aphrodite. I've lost it. I've lost track of it. It's. I mean, I haven't. I know where the chart is. I've lost the name. It is a Greek myth. It's the one she's sitting on the rock. Persephone? Is that it? Persephone? No, it's not Persephone. It's gonna drive me nuts, and I'll remember it as soon as I turn the camera off. But it's one of the newer ones in the last year or so. Okay, moving on, because otherwise I'm just gonna keep thinking about it and keep saying wrong Greek myth. The one that Perseus rescues. What is her name? Okay, whatever. Another small project, well, smallish project, an overall big project that I'm working on is the Lakeside Needlecraft stitch along. It's actually ended, so they are all released. I am not done. I think it started in July last year, but I actually discovered it in October. So I believe I've showed you my final stitch of the October, where I took out the spider and I added a Joan Elliott cat instead. And I believe this one is designed by Durene Jones. And so it's another digital one. So Lakeside Needlecraft Fantasies stitch along. So I have done the witch with the pumpkin. I made her green skin and I took out the spider and added a cat. And sorry, she's grabbing my arm. And I have completed the unicorn, and I believe I have almost completed the mermaid. But I decided from my little mermaid, who I assumed was going to be a brunette at the time, I wanted to convert from the blonde to a brunette. And I had experience with that, with converting my, in the arms of the angel, I made her brunette as well. But so I am, oh, there goes another one. I am still working on the border. So I've got, so this one's down here. This one's complete. I guess I might be able to, hey buddy, quit crawling on me. There we go. So here's my witch. Got loose threads everywhere, working on the border. I've been using a variegated Threadworks for the border, and I love it. So this one right here, it is a variegated blue and purple of all schemes of it. Move your hand, mister. So there's my finished witch. I've got beads for the cat's eye, and this cat came from the Joan Elliott Bewitched book. But it fit my scheme much more than a spider. We call those the S words. I'm not a fan of those. Or the other S word, the snakes. No, not for me, thanks. Okay, so here we've got the unicorn. And my progress on the mermaid, which she is not complete yet. I plan to do the skin 1/1. I think I'm actually missing a color. That's why I stopped. I don't know if it's 951 maybe, but I've run out of that color. So I need to go back and get some more of that. Oh. Sorry about that. I am enjoying, like I said, the stitch-alongs, not only for the people that I'm meeting in the online communities, but also just the victory and working on a big project that, you know, I feel like it's never going to end. It's never going to end. I'm never going to get anything done. Yet when I can get a mini done or something for a month, that makes me feel good. I'm obviously far behind, but I'm still enjoying it. And I still pick it up when I can. You're silly. Another one that I brought out here to show you today is the one that I worked on a little bit more last week, and totally wrong season, but that's okay. I don't have a fall Joan Elliott yet, so I have to finish my fall from Ruth Sanderson, which is my fall fairy, and then after I finish that one, I'm hoping there's a few more that I want to buy from Joan Elliott, and I guess my fall version of it would be the Time Traveler. And did I mention Yes, you may have peanut butter on a spoon.
I can't find the place that the key goes in my game. I found the keys, but I can't. I've tried everything, but I can't find the place the key goes in.
Okay, well, you're just going to have to keep looking, and I can come help you, but I'm recording right now, okay?
Okay.
Sorry, oldest needs a little bit of computer game help with one of her history courses, but we'll have to get back to that later. The other thing that I mentioned, or meant to mention on the Fall Fairy is mine is the Dimensions kit. It is not the Heaven and Earth Designs, but I would love to find that Heaven and Earth Designs. It's the Fall Fairy, but she's got wings, and there's more to it than what is in the Dimensions kit. I love the Dimensions kit. I'm enjoying working on it. I love the way they do the blends and some half stitches as well as full crosses, but I would love to be able to find a chart for the Heaven and Earth Designs, Ruth Sanderson Fall Fairy, or Autumn Fairy, or however people refer to it as both different ways. But it's been discontinued, so it may still exist somewhere as a real physical chart, not a digital one somebody downloaded, but I'll find it later.